Hello, welcome to Bespoke Unit. Today we're going to be doing a battle of the barrels between the Camacho Nicaraguan Barrel Aged and the
American Barrel Aged.
Where else is better to do it than at a shooting range? So let's see what we think. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through the initial dry draw and the first third here of the Camacho Nicaraguan Barrel Aged. It's definitely got a little bit of sweetness to it, a little more of a full rounded flavour, kind of hinting towards cherry. So let's see what Charles-Philippe thinks about his American Barrel Aged.
So after Paul's comments on the MBA, this is the ABA right here. In the dry draw before lighting it, I got a little bit of more sweetened vanilla and less of that rounded cherry flavour. And then in the first third, I'm expecting currently, so there's a little bit of labdanum, slightly spicy, maybe cardamom, and quite an oaky texture, which you can really feel that barrel charred oak background. Right now though, this is a tough nut to crack. It's quite complex, there's a lot of flavour, a lot of aroma, so finding those particular notes is somewhat challenging.
So after Charles-Philippe and I have just destroyed some clays, maybe Charles-Philippe a little bit more than I, we've kind of moved out of that first third now. We're getting a little bit of spice there, not much, some nice earthiness as well. We moved now into the second third, and this is, I think, where the cigar really shines. We're getting some nice woody, oaky notes, a little bit of leather in there, but I'm starting to really get that touch of sweetness from the rum where it's been aged in those rum barrels. So definitely looking forward for this. Well, we've got some gunshots in the background. Definitely looking forward to this second third to keep developing, and I'm looking forward to obviously seeing what comes in the last third of the cigar as well.
Well, so all that shooting got me a little bit flustered, so I've taken the coat off. So here now I'm down to the second third of the American Barrel Aged. I'm getting fewer of those spicy notes, but it's still an oaky, charred woodiness and more of those bourbon flavours and a deeper caramel sweetness that I'm really starting to enjoy.
So we're into the final third of the Camacho Nicaraguan Barrel Aged cigar here. I've kind of lost a little bit of that sweetness, so there's a very slight touch there. We let a few of the shots go, but I think overall we've still got that oakiness, that leatherness, and a touch of earth as well. But overall, we've had a nice life cycle in this cigar. Greatly enjoyed it. This is the Robusto size that we've been testing out here today. Great little stick. We'll give our final thoughts after Charles-Philippe tells you about the final third of the American Barrel Aged.
So here I'm on the final third of the ABA, the American Barrel Aged, and what I'm getting is actually quite interesting with this sort of medicinal TCP aroma, which is somewhat reminiscent of an Islay Scotch whiskey, even though it's bourbon. That's probably because, given that, well, those are peated, but after all, Scotch is made from a bourbon barrel. This is a very interesting smoke. Still getting a hint of caramel with mostly a white pepper finish. Overall, very enjoyable, quite smooth, and would go great with a wee dram.
So here we are, we've concluded the batter of the barrels. So I'm going to give a quick recap on what the Nicaraguan Barrel Aged was like. So we opened with some little bit of spice, a little bit of earth, a hint of rum. As we got into the second third, we definitely got some more rum sweetness in there, which was fantastic, which is what you're really looking to expect from this cigar.
Yeah.
We had that continuation of earthiness, and we got a hint of leather as well. As I got into the final third, we definitely lost a little bit of that rum sweetness, and we got earth and leather. Overall, had a nice evolution of the cigar.
And meanwhile, the ABA, we started with quite sweet, a little spicy, a little bit of cardamom, and I didn't get the caramel just yet, but there was this sweetness that you would expect from a bourbon. Second third, you did get the caramel. That spiciness kind of waned off, and you started to expect a little bit of labdanum as well. Final third, I was enjoying a more medicinal TCP note, which was very interesting, with the caramel that was starting to get quite warm and a white pepper finish.
So Charles-Philippe, take my cigar out. Who won the Battle of the Barrels?
You know, although I am defending the ABA here, I have to hand it to the NBA. It is a stick that I really enjoy, especially that although I'm more of a whiskey man, you're more of a rum man,
Yep.
I do favor the Nicaraguan Barrel Aged overall as a stick, as a cigar.
Yeah, I have to be in the same camp as well. I mean, I know we were going head to head here with the Battle of the Barrels, but I do definitely favour the Nicaraguan Barrel Aged. Charles-Philippe and I have both enjoyed probably half a box each at this point, so they are well tested. Both cigars do offer a totally different smoking experience, but I think in this head-to-head battle, we definitely have to give it to the Nicaraguan Barrel Aged.
Yes, absolutely. One of, actually, I'd say among my favourite sticks at the moment. So.
Yeah, definitely my favourite Camacho, I think.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So if you see them out in stores or online, definitely go and pick up. You can obviously write any comments below if you disagree with our head-to-head. If you're definitely part of the American Barrel Aged family, definitely write those comments below, or any other cigars that you know that have been barrel aged that may be good for a head-to-head contender like to the Nicaraguan Barrel Aged. So comments are always welcome. Please like this video if you did like it. Always subscribe to the channel, as we're going to be releasing more cigar heads-to-heads, cigar how-tos. We've got a lot of humidification videos coming up, so definitely check that out. Always feel free to go to bespoke.com/cigars to learn all about cigars as well as stick reviews. With that being said, my name's Paul Anthony.
And I'm CP.
And we'll see you next time.
Take care.